Half the population of America and half the adult population of India pre-diabetic today. One of the main reasons behind this is lack of monitoring. So I wore the glucometer for a few days and was surprised to find which foods actually spike your sugar and which do not. And I would suggest, even if you don't want to wear it forever, it is very good to use it for some time to see which foods spike your sugar. One of the mistakes people do today, as far as I've seen, as I begin my clinical trial, most people eat 3 heavy meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is not recommended anywhere except from large companies which want to benefit from selling you more food. That's why we have the problem of obesity today. Because eating 3 times triggers so much insulin in your body. Your body is always in an emergency mode. In fact, some of the holistic influencers whom I follow, they even made a video, why do Indians have a pot belly? It's becoming pretty common in the US too, obesity. So obesity is quite common. A pot belly is quite common after the age of 35, 40, but it should not be common. People should have a flat belly. That's a sign of good health. In fact, I was speaking to one of my very good friends who is a diabetic, and he says, whenever my diabetes or sugar levels increase, whenever my diabetes increases, sugar level increases, my belly goes round. So you can see some of these symptoms. The very fact that you crave for eating 3 times a day, that should be an alarming sign. Because our bodies are not meant to be digesting all the time. Between every meal, you should keep at least 4 to 6 hours of a gap. Or you should eat between a certain amount of time. Or even when you eat, you should eat meals that you can digest. Eating so many meals a day, that too full of carbs, is one of the biggest triggers that I see. People don't monitor, just get used to eating so much. And then suddenly, because it takes 10 years for it to build up, and many people don't even notice. One of my participants in this clinical trial mentioned she was fine 3 months ago, and suddenly her A1C has gone high, her blood sugar has gone high. And then I asked her what changed since the last 2 years. Somebody had told her to eat twice a day. Throughout her life, for 55 years, she was eating twice a day. And suddenly she started eating 3 times a day because some nutritionist or some physician told her. And then that eating increased her sugar levels. So because we don't monitor, the spike can happen at any time. Now, especially if you eat foods that trigger. The biggest triggers, believe it or not, is white flour, wheat flour, sugars, refined grains, and unfortunately, eating late at night, which most people do because they are working, they can't have a good meal at lunch, they have a heavy meal at dinner. Now, many people have the same habits, but not everybody becomes pre-diabetic or diabetic. It's because everyone is born with a different level of resistance in their bodies. There are 2 types of diabetics. One is a lean diabetic, one is a fat diabetic. So in lean diabetic, you do not have what we call in Ayurveda as dhatus, or enough muscles, enough essential nutrients in your body, because the essential nutrients are in your muscles, in your fat. That's where they are stored. And those who are too fat, you have it, but it's not digestible because the body is too fat. Krisha and Sthula, lean and fat. Diabetes is basically a dietary and lifestyle problem. But the biggest problem is not watching what you do, awareness. If you are not aware of what's spiking your sugar, what lifestyle is spiking your sugar, eating late at nights is spiking your sugar, eating snacks, eating processed foods is spiking your sugar. So you will not even know how such innocent activities, like I'm just snacking, or I just had some healthy meal, but you don't even know if it's suitable for you or not. So if you monitor your sugar, that's one of the best ways to understand. Keep a watch. People who do their annual checkups regularly, who focus and try to understand these numbers, they tend to do well. Because your health is completely voluntary. Nobody can force it upon you. Just like there was one of the couples who I was registering for my study, and the wife was very interested because she was suffering a lot. Her diabetes was pretty high. But the husband was at the cusp, and he was at 6.4 kind of. And he was saying, I don't see many symptoms, I feel fine, I don't want this. So, you want to wait till symptoms come to you? No. That is the most dangerous approach. And that's why by the time you actually watch and try to work on it, things have already passed a point of repair. In Ayurveda also, there are 7 stages of a disease. In the first 4 to 5 stages, it's still reversible. Once your disease spreads, your disease first becomes accumulated. Like somebody smoking, the smoke accumulates at a certain point. Then it begins to build up at that point. Like even cancer, it accumulates. All the toxins accumulate at a localized point, spreads locally, deteriorates, and the disease manifests locally. If you don't take care of it, it will spread everywhere.